morning from day 105 from New York City. We are headed back to the Appalachian Trail. But first we gotta figure out how to get there. Shouldn't be too hard. Stitch is leading the way. Thankfully my beautiful cousin Renee gave us some really good instructions yesterday on how to get back. So it'll be good. But first we got to get to Pawling because we still haven't done any laundry or done our resupply either. But we had a fabulous day in New York City yesterday. Got done so much stuff that I had no idea we could do in one day. Saw so many sights. It was so much fun. And we are back in Pawling. By the train. It was really cool too because the conductor came by and he was asking all kinds of questions about the Appalachian Trail, and I was able to share with him, information about it. And he was talking how he wanted to hike it one day, but he had to retire first. And I was like, don't wait too long. And he was like, oh, I won't. I said, good. And then I gave him, my email information so that he could reach out if he had any questions and stuff. And so yeah, it was really good to talk to him about it. Just like that one person talked to me so many years ago and shared their love for the trail with me. I got to pass it forward, so that was kind of cool. There's the much needed laundromat. Oh, very much needed. Very, very much needed. Oh, look, and it's right next to the Main Street Cafe and Deli. Okay, now we're at the laundromat, many of us in our rain attire so that we can do laundry. And let me just tell you, they didn't have a bathroom, so getting dressed in our rain attire without giving everyone a show was a feat in itself. So now we have to find somewhere to resupply and also get ourselves some lunch while laundry's going. But we're going to have clean clothes now, and that's going to be amazing. And here we are at the local CVS pharmacy where I'm hoping to do my resupply. Good news, I do have a CVS card. Pretty cool monument. Pretty cool storefronts they have along here as well. Such a small, cool little town. But they know it too. I just spent $60 on a resupply for 3 days at CVS. So they know that their town is pretty cool and pretty cute. Yeah. But it is. And I'm happy to invest in the local community because it is a cool little town. And everybody here is super friendly and kind. And yeah, so I'm happy to be here. But I'm not going to zero here. We got to keep moving on. Oh. Thank you so much for the delicious lunch at the Main Street Cafe. That was awesome. All right.
I don't know if I'm going to beat you at Mount Washington. But
okay, well, if you can, come join us. All right, take care. All right, we just had a wonderful lunch here today, and now our taxi is here to pick us up and take us back to the trail. Exciting. Whew, man, I got a full belly and a full pack. And all this girl wants is a nap. But that's okay, because we got to get to hiking. And it's good. It's good, because Maine is calling. Katahdin is calling my name, and I'm excited to meet her. So, Mama Kay, here we come. Isn't that sweet?
Oh. So there's a gallon left.
Anybody need any?
I think I'm okay. Cool looking. These are always fun. Oh my gracious, this is crazy. Definite chick check tonight. Gracious. So recently someone asked in my comments if I get a lot of ticks because I wear shorts. And the question is, we've all gotten a lot of ticks. Ticks have been terrible this year. But guess who's gotten the most ticks? Butterfly. And she's the one who wears pants. Isn't that crazy? Answer that one for me. I don't get it. But it's true. She's pulled the most off of her. But anyway, ticks are terrible right now. And yes, we all have treated our clothing and our shoes. So it's just the little boogers are out to get you. So you just gotta do your tick checks every night. And we do. Oh, that's pretty. A lot of those out here right now. Yowzers. This one's tougher than the last one. Okay. And it's wobbly too. Thank you. Alright. We've just entered the woods where there is shade. Hallelujah. This area is very overgrown. So I guess it could be worse. I've had them worse. But it's pretty overgrown. So I remember this one time I took the students backpacking in the Smokies. And I think it was, no, I know it was, on our way to the Kephart shelter. And it was on the Sweat Heifer Trail. And it was in July. And I don't recommend taking it in July. And it was so overgrown that you really couldn't even see the trail. I mean, you couldn't even see it. And I remember one of the students turned around and looked at me and was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm serious." But all that to say, I highly recommend the trail in the shelter. But definitely don't go in the heat of summer after a big rain year and when there's everything overgrown, because it was definitely very difficult. And the students, especially that one in particular, who it was her first time backpacking, she was not thrilled. And honestly, I was not thrilled either, because it was hard to find the trail. And I knew the trail. Anyway, so this is like, well, this is not even near as bad as that was. It's reminded me of that a little bit, you know. So, for those who are coming after me, oh my goodness. Oh, good luck. Yowzers. Scary looking tree. Am I the only one that sees a face laughing there? Tree climbing. Okay. Okay, we sat down here to take a little bit of a break, and it was a really nice break, and I think we sat down here just a little too long because, yeah, probably at least 30 to 45 minutes, and this was just a little break. So we still, thankfully we only have like 4.5 miles to go, but yeah, we're gonna get to hiking again. Okay, this is the Wiley shelter. But we are not staying here. We're gonna keep on hiking. Okay, so according to the far out comments, we're actually going to be crossing into the Connecticut, or hitting the border of New York / Connecticut today. And I had not realized that. It might be one of those things where we crossed it a couple of times, But there is going to be, according to the comments, a welcome to Connecticut sign. So we're going to go ahead and celebrate it today. I'm going to go ahead and celebrate it today. I've already got my border ballad ready for New York. I mean, we had an epic time in New York City yesterday, and I figure best to go out on a high note. So I'm ready for you. I'm hoping I see the sign today in a couple of miles, is according to the far out comments when I'm going to see it. So I'm excited. This is a good day. Yeah, got to wake up in New York City this morning and going to end the day in Connecticut. What? This is awesome. Bouncy one. Fun. Don't fall on the rocks. Talking to myself. Okay. You guys are fine. Well balanced. You got this. See? Don't trust the green stuff. Okay. You got it. Whoa! That was close. You did it. We did it. There it is. Whoop, there it is. We did it. Oh, and there's even a water cache. How sweet. Look at that.
Okay.
Yay. You're in New York. You were tough. You just about broke me, but you didn't. My border ballad to you is by Bon Jovi. It is Lay Your Hands on Me. New Jersey tried to warn me with Lehigh Gap and say, hey girl, you're going to have to drop your poles. But I wasn't really listening until I got to New York, and then I was like, oh my gosh. And not only did I have to drop my poles, I pretty much had to like throw down my poles because we were fighting. We were fighting because I was done. I was about done. But my trail family and I, we fought together and we did it. And we celebrated. We went to New York City and we celebrated and with the Statue of Liberty, and we raised our fist in victory and we said, we got this. And now here we are crossing over into Connecticut because we are ready to go to Mama Kay, go to Katahdin and finish this. So let's do this. So in all honesty, thank you, New York, for making me stronger. Thank you for making me a fighter, because I know because of you, I will be able to get to Mama Kay. I will be able to tackle New Hampshire. I will be able to keep on going, and I will finish this. So, yeah, you were hard. Yeah, you made me throw off the gloves and drop the poles, but I love you anyways, and I'm thankful. So, off we go. Connecticut, Maine to Georgia. We're actually going Georgia to Maine, but yeah, same thing. Look at those, those are beautiful. Gorgeous. So there was just another sign that was like, hello again, you're in Connecticut. So we're just marveling at all the signs telling us that we're in Connecticut. Just think it's kind of funny. They want us to know that we're in Connecticut. And I'm thankful to know that we're in Connecticut. But what I forgot to tell you is on that sign that where I did the border ballad, on the other side of it, for those that are going southbound, it said something like, you're leaving Connecticut. And then underneath it, it said, be safe. I thought that was kind of funny. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Okay, so Connecticut was warning people, warning the southbounders that they were going to have to throw down their poles too, hand over hand. And I don't know. I have no idea what Connecticut's going to throw at me. No idea. Right now, It's called 10 Mile Hill, and it's been very gradual and very nice. So, all right. I hope it stays like this. First steps. Okay, now it looks like the last 0.3 are going to be a little bit of a pull up, but not bad. Nothing like compared to stuff we had to do in New York, but still. Okay, the cairn is right up there, and so even though this is called the 10 Mile Hill, it's not 10 miles and it's not hard. There's only like 0.3 that there's a bunch of steps. Other than that, it's easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Anyway, so don't fret it. Don't let it scare you on the map. Okay, well, we got a mile left to the shelter, so we're gonna head that way. I love it when they make these AT symbols in the wood. I think they're so cool. Okay, the 10 Mile River Shelter is 0.1 away. However, we're reading in the comments that just 0.1 after that is a great spot for camping. And we believe that there's even some bear boxes there and a privy. I will say that we were advised not to drink the water in the 10 Mile River because it's like got some heavy metals or something in it. So we did have to do a pretty long water carry for this. So the shelter's that way. The well you cannot use, they've closed it off. We're gonna head this way to the campsites. And check it out. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, we're gonna sleep so good next to a river. And here we go. 10 Mile River campsites. Oh, looks like we have some friends that are here. I think this will be camp for the night right here. There's my tent over to the left. There's Butterfly's mansion. There's Stitches. And there's Dragons. Yay! So we didn't have a whole lot to choose from at the CVS. So I am cold soaking some ramen. This is 2 packages. And it actually had more protein than I thought it was going to have. So this didn't take me long at all. And so I'm going to eat all of this. I'm excited for it. It didn't take much water. It didn't take long at all. I just cold soaked it, set up my tent, and now it's ready. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go to bed. What a beautiful camp spot we have picked for ourselves this evening, right next to the river. I'm so thankful that we pushed on the extra 0.1. Wow, man, what an amazing spot. Anyhow, 10 miles today. It's still hard for me to believe that we started this morning in New York City, got on a train, and ended up in Connecticut. Man, what a blessed day that we have had. Thank you so much for joining me on it, and thank you so much for all of your prayers, all of your positive, encouraging words. I know New York was tough on me, but I think that, I've become stronger, and I'm thankful for every single moment. I know that the struggle is part of the journey, and that I need it to make me a stronger person. And I'm thankful to New York for making me stronger, making me mentally stronger as well as physically stronger. I had to work, I had to climb, I had to physically put down my poles and lay my hands on the rocks and pull myself up in parts. So yes, I struggled, but I know that it made me stronger, and I'm thankful for that. I had to fight for it, not just physically, but mentally as well. And I'm thankful to my trail family for being there for me during that. We were there for each other. We were all struggling. And so I know we're all thankful for each other, and we're thankful for you because you were there with us. You were there encouraging us along the way. And you just don't know how much that means to us. So thank you so much for your kindness, your encouragement, your generosity, and your prayers, most of all. So keep them coming, because I don't know what Connecticut's going to bring. I do know that they say that one state prepares you for the next. I do know that today Connecticut was nice, but we just hiked just a few miles, so I don't know what's coming up next. I do know that the further north we go, it does get harder, but I'm ready for it. We're fighters. You know, I always joke around and say I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to get up there to Mount Katahdin. I'm ready for it, and I'm excited. I'm getting excited. You know, these miles are counting down, and man, we keep talking about it. It's hard not to get too excited, but we're just taking one day at a time, 1 mile at a time, and thank you again. So we'll see you early in the morning. Until then, take care and God bless.